So my co-host had asked me about some laptops. Great time to talk about them. If you're aware, this is kind of the end of most college kids or high school kids or whatever it may be, school time right now, whether we're packing up, moving into the next year, whether that's for college or for another year of high school, whatever it may be. And he wanted me to talk about some of the laptops. Now, specifically, my co-host asked me to talk about some gaming laptops, which are a really big deal, not only just for gaming, but for colleges and things of that nature. A lot of times when you go to college, and depending on what degree and things of that nature you're going for, they do ask you to have your laptop spec'd a certain way. And a lot of times that does fall into these type of computers ranges when it comes to those heavy specs and things like that. So I'm just going to talk a few that is out there right now. So I have a total of six of them for you. I'm going to go really quick because I want to make sure I get all of this out. But we're going to talk about the two best that's out for 2022 right now. We're going to talk about two that are mid-level. So if you're the type of person that likes the game but don't want to, spend a whole bunch, we got that for you. And then we got the person that is introducing themselves to gaming. So we do have some budget-friendly laptops to talk about too. So I got two and two for you. So the first two we're going to talk about is obviously the higher end. So the two higher end PCs that are spec for 2022 is going to come out of the Razer manufacturer type company. So basically they're a company that focuses, basically they're known for gaming. A lot of their computers are normally the higher end when it comes to that. So the two that are actually the highest is going to be, like I said, the Razer brand. It's the Razer Blade 15. You can get this in a 17-inch screen as well too. Just some quick specifications. It's a 1.8 gigahertz, 14 core Intel i9 processor, turbo boost up to 5 gigahertz with 24 megabytes of cache. All that means is the computer is going to move. It is a very, 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 very fast PC with the processing speed. So you can literally switch from gaming to Microsoft Word to jump on the internet in a matter of nanoseconds, you feel like, because that's how quickly it's going to move. It is going to come based with Windows. Most of these computers, and actually all these computers, sorry, Apple, are going to be based with Windows, which is pretty much the world standard. I'm sorry, Apple is just not the world standard. It's still Windows.
Especially not for gaming. No.
Exactly. So that's on here. It is going to have a very nice screen, 15.6 inch IPS grade HD screen, basically 4K HD screen. It's going to have the NVIDIA GeForce 3080 Ti graphics card in it, which has 16 gigs of RAM built into it. So if it comes to gaming or any of those type of games that do have those higher resolutions and things of that nature, it's going to look really great on the screen. 1 terabyte of solid state drive. So your write time when you're saving things to your hard drive, things of that nature, is going to be extremely quick. So it has that on there. It is also going to have on board 32 gigs of RAM. So along with that processing speed, it is a very, 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 very fast PC. And it also has some cool features.
Is unnecessary. That's crazy.
It is necessary, especially for like myself, for example. Let's say I do editing, things of that nature for programs such as like Adobe Premiere. It does move a lot faster with faster
RAM. What you editing? Doctor Strange
I know
in the Multiverse? Keep going. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I could if I wanted to. Never mind. And it's also going to have some really nice features on it as well too, as far as in lighting. So the keyboard lights up, and it lights up in different colors and things of that nature, which is something that most of these gaming laptops are known for, things of that nature. So that's the highest end. That computer starts. The highest end, not starts. That is the max. Max price is $39.99. That is $3,999.99. So that is the best of the best.
What is that conversion to dollars? Because you said, you're talking pesos. What is that to dollars?
No, that's not pesos. That's $3,999.99 US dollars. That is the price, sir. Now, if you want to do any other conversions outside of that, Did you or
All
did
right.
you not ask for the best? That's the best of the best. So there's that. Welcome back to the morning smoke. We are in overtime for this particular segment. We were talking computers, talking gaming computers, things of that nature. I had to cut us off real quick because I'm not even sure if we're even going to be to come back next week. He done co-host and called our people broke. I mean, he could have just said people who wants more economy efficient devices instead of just calling them broke. But whatever. It goes back to the saying of it's not what you say, how you say. Never mind.
I don't mean no
Can't say
disrespect. The third tier is
Sorry,
gonna be
sorry.
for listen, the third tier is gonna be for people who take their women out to Applebee's for the anniversary. I'm not saying nothing. I like Applebee's.
Wow.
What am I saying
Wow.
wrong? I don't understand. Well, tell us what you got, man. I mean, I don't understand.
Wow.
What's up? What's up? Let's go.
I understand completely. Um, we know who you are. You are who you are. Sticking in the Razer manufacturer, we had talked about a higher end computer, which goes for about 4,000. There is one that's second best. It goes for about 3,600. And it basically just has a little bit less power in the processing speed. I think it comes in like 28 gigs of RAM versus the full 32. So you get a little bit of lower specs, but it still is a great computer, coming in as the second best computer for 2022. So definitely check out the Razer line. You can find them obviously on their website at Razer.com. You can also see these computers on Amazon. They do sell them there as well too, and a couple other places as well too. So
Mention
the
the
next one will
mention
go.
mention in the discount code Morning Smoke, and you'll get 0% off. What's the next group?
Anyways, we're gonna go to the mid-level computers. My co-host is on one today. Mid-level computers. We're gonna go to these here. So if you're the person who's like, you know what, Fitz, the truth, I don't have 4 grand just to throw out. I don't have 3,600 to throw out. What else you got for me? Well, got something else for you. It's still going to get you a really nice gaming PC, but you're going to not have to break the bank as much. So, the next manufacturer that I'll talk about is Alienware. So, Alienware is also another popular manufacturer that does with gaming. And the nice thing with Alienware is they're a little bit more accessible to get to. With Razer, you got to pretty much get those particular computers from their website or Amazon. I mentioned that, but really you really want to get it from Razer, because that way you can kind of spec it the way that you want. With Alienware, they're pretty much everywhere. I mean, you can buy those here at your local stores like Best Buy and things of that nature, Target, all that good stuff. So the first Alienware that I'm going to talk about is the M15R5. So it is a 15.6 inch gaming laptop. This one's going to spec out at 16 gigs of memory. It's going to have a NVIDIA GeForce 3070 graphics card in it. It's going to have a terabyte of solid state drive. It's also going to be able to have that lighted feature on the keyboard, so you can also do that as well too. So very, very great gaming PC, especially for the person who's looking to not spend as much, as this one actually goes for $16.99. So $1,699.99 US from my co-host who's trying to be funny. Very very good economical gaming PC if you're looking for that. Definitely like the screen size as well too. 15, I think, really for me is the standard for laptops. You can get some at 14. You can get some really big ones at 17, probably from my co-host because he's blind. But 14 to 15 is kind of where I like to have the laptops at because they're easy to carry around at that point. It's not as going to be as heavy. Those 17-inch laptops can get pretty heavy, especially if you're carrying it in a college bag, things of that nature. So,
I got a giant
um,
laptop now.
in America, you just heard me say why he probably has that. Man can't see. Boy can't see. Blind.
You said it's how
Um,
much? About how 1,500?
16.99, sir.
For most of our listeners, if you get a stimulus check or something, maybe you'll be able to think about this. It might be an option. So definitely remember this. And yeah, Alienware. That's where the keyboard lights up, right?
Yeah, I just said that most of these are gonna have that feature. It's not just to Alienware. It's
Well, that's
it's
what it
the
used to be. I don't like what it used to be Alienware keyboard light up, and it was fancy. Now,
Mm-mm-mm.
what
The
do you got
second, the
for our black
second.
people?
Hold on, because you wanted me to
Oh,
give
that's
two
right.
in
That's
that
right.
area.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You ready to move to the broke people, and they not broke. They just economy efficient. The next one I'll move to is going to be Asus. Asus is also another popular computer when it comes to gaming. They are known for that as well too. This one's going to be called the ROG Zephyrus M16 gaming laptop. This one's actually going to have an Intel Core i9 processor with a 16 gig memory. It's going to have an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 graphics card. So a little bit less power, not as much, but a little less power than what the Alienware was. Also, it's going to have that 1 terabyte solid state drive, which kind of looks like this is kind of the industry standard. That 1 terabyte of solid state. Solid state is definitely the fastest hard drive out there, so definitely it's going to move for you as well too. This one comes in at $14.99, so you save $200 on this one. Both of these two that I mentioned, you can actually find these at Best Buy. So if you want to get it from Asus or Alienware, you can do that. But you can actually go into your store and actually try it out, play with it, see if it's something that you like, and kind of make that purchase and things of that nature there. So those are our two mid-level computers that we're going to go to. Any questions about that, sir?
No, no. I mean, I have a HP. You didn't name that one yet, so we'll see.
It's probably going to be in this area that I'm going to talk about now. So just for you, just for you, just for you.
Who is this for again?
so
What type of person is this?
so these computers that I'm going to mention next, it's going to be for our enthusiasts that's looking to get into gaming, right? They're looking to start gaming. They're not wanting to really break the bank just yet because they don't even know if they're going to even like gaming or not. They just want to try it out and things of that nature. So we do have some more value computers for you. First one I'm going to start out with is through Dell. So Dell actually, fun fact, um, the same processor that is in the PS5, which is why there's still such a low demand of them as we speak right now, comes from Dell. So this is a Dell processor that they came out with, I think, right before the PS5 released. And there was such a high demand for this particular processor, which is why they could not make up so many PS5s. And they're still in high demand as we speak. So, I mean, this actual processor actually happens to be in this computer that I'm going to mention right now, which is the G15 gaming laptop from Dell. So, your starting specs. If you do decide to get this computer, I'll put this disclaimer. I would recommend getting it from Dell because it has a really nice layout of where you can choose your different processors, your different video cards. You can kind of see the prices in between, things of that nature, right there from the site versus going into a Best Buy, for example, and just kind of buying what you see. So going into the specs, so the specs is going to be a 12th generation Intel Core i5 processor. It's going to have a NVIDIA GeForce 3050 graphics card in it with a 4 gigabyte memory set inside of the card. It's going to have 8 gigs of memory on board. Hard drive is going to be at 512 gigabytes. That is solid state as well too. It's going to have a really nice screen. It's also going to have all else features too. The keyboard does light up. Doesn't light up in different colors like Alienware or Razer, but it does light up. So, but this computer starting out, this is the base price. It starts out at $999.99. So right at the $1,000 mark. You can spec it lower if you decide if you want to kind of save on some of the power and things of that nature. But very great computer to start out with if you are looking to get into the gaming aspects, things of that nature, just to see if you like it. And then if you figure that, you know what, this is something you want to do, you can always move up to those other ones that I mentioned before. But the next one down from this one is going to be in that same Dell line that I mentioned. Like I said, the only difference is going to be the graphics card. So if you want to get a NVIDIA GeForce RT, another 50 type graphics card, if you want to get a different amount of memory, if you want to get a different processor, things of that nature will determine your price. But it is going to be in that same line as well too. So, but yeah, those are the computers that I have for you. Feel free to reach out to Dell.com, Razer.com, Alienware.com. You can also check your Best Buys and things of that nature to determine, kind of what those laptops look like. And also, you can always reach out to me. I love electronics. I love looking at computers. Computers happen to be the first expertise that I have, besides being a great co-host. So feel free to reach out to me directly if you do have any questions, things of that nature. I might be able to help you out. So, but that is what I have for you today. What do you got for us today, co-host? Because you've been saying a lot. What do you got to say about the computers today?
When I came to you and I said, "This is what I want from you,"
Yep.
I told you I wanted some low end, and what you just did was disenfranchise all the poor people out there. I mean, your cheapest low end was $999. Now listen,
Can I ask you a
America,
question? Can I ask you a question before you keep going?
what's that, man?
Did you ask me about gaming PCs? Did you say you wanted to look at gaming PCs? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So if the key word there is gaming, if you were talking about everyday PCs, yeah, I can get you some sevens, some sixes, and some fives, some fours. But you said gaming. So why would I do that to my audience and give them something cheaper that's not going to work like it should? That's a distance service. That's why I worked in retail and was so good at it for so long, because I don't distance service my people. They tell me what they want, they tell me what they need, I show them what they need. And if they don't want that at that point, I say, hey, you can get this, but you're not going to have that. That's when we have the conversation.
That's cool. Look, America. My co-host did his. I'm gonna tell you, you want a affordable value because you're
Don't say
poor.
gaming. Don't say
You
gaming, please.
you want a computer you play some games on?
Well,
Going down to your pawn shop.
oh
Okay,
my God.
you go into your pawn shop. You get you one of them. One of them. Two, three, $400 computers. Right. You'll be able to put you some games on there, and
You'll
the
be
and the
back in a
value
week.
being
You
at what
you'll
what's
be
that?
back in you'll be back in a week, son.
Let me ask. I'm gonna end with this. Co-host. Old school word processors, probably 40, $50. You play Hangman on those. Is Hangman a game or is it not a game? I just need a yes or no. Is Hangman a game or is it not a game?
It is a game, sir. You are correct.
Okay, America. Case closed. I told my boy to go get a laptop for the poor people, and he did his thing. He did his thing. We from different worlds. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. When you get your check first third of the month, go ahead, go on down to the pawn shop. You get you one of them $200, $300, $400 laptop. Put some games on there. For the rest of y'all people that do a little bit extra, you get a little stimulus check, tax check, whatever. Go ahead and get you one of them mids. For all the rest of you, I don't know who you are. I don't even know if you're listening to our show, but
Oh
get
my
you
God.
that $4,000. That's all I got, co-host, man. Let's get up out of here, man. Overtime wrapped up, baby.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. I thank you so much for listening in. I hope I was able to give you some information that you can use to make an informed decision in your gaming.
Hope we both
Definitely, I definitely love the game. And be specific when you go to the stores. If you do decide to go to the stores, be specific in the games that you ask for. If you're looking to play, Halo and the Assassin Creeds, the 2Ks, the things of that nature from your computer, let the salesperson know that, so that way they can give you the right specs. Um, Obviously, as you can see, some customers are not going to give you the full story. They're just going to say, "Can you do this? Can you do that?" And not really give you the full picture of what's going on. Because had my co-host had told me that he was looking for a game just to play solitaire, I would have probably not even even gave him a computer. I would have said, "Hey, you know what? This nice tablet right here, this Amazon Fire tablet might be the best
America. I
bet for
said
you, my brother."
gaming, man. He over here trying to edit you madness into the multiverse, man. Well, I don't know what we talking
I
about, man.
mean, if you wanted to play Tetris, I mean, I guess you could. You didn't even have to buy a computer. You can do that from your phone, and you can do that right now from your computer, right there from your phone. Whew. Just be an informed client or customer when you go into these stores. It makes the salesperson's job a lot easier. But anyway, we're going to move out of here before I choke my co-host. Thank you so much for listening in to us. Again, if you have anything for us, feel free to reach out to us. But you can catch us here on Facebook and YouTube every single week. We have a new schedule where we are dropping content frequently. So definitely subscribe, all that good stuff. Anytime we pop up something new, it's going to drop right on your phone, or your tablet or your computer if you're subscribed to all that good stuff. So do that. Also, come listen to us on the radio station at JQLM Radio. That is an internet type radio station. You can get that on your phones, on your tablets, all that good stuff. So definitely check us out every Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. Also catch us on Spotify and Anchor.fm if you have those particular avenues. And then also you can catch us on TikTok. We are on there as well too. Come have fun with us there. We do have a good time there as well too. But until next time, we'll have some more content for you later.